Now you'll save.
Methodist Church.
Harrison County took one on the chin. A very close game, but a loss nonetheless here at home as they took a 2-point loss to Lafayette, 30-28. It's going to be a contrast in styles between these two teams. Harrison County will try to play a slower, more deliberate type of offense, while on the opposite side, the Lady Yellow Jackets like to run and have a high-scoring offense. The Fillies trying to get into the win column tonight with a victory. Harrison County can't afford to get to a track meet with these girls from Woodford County, or no doubt they will get blown out. And as I said, Woodford County, arguably the best team that Harrison County will play all season. Right now, both teams are out on the floor going through their pregame paces. We'd like to tell you as well that the Harrison County Junior Varsity did very well tonight, eking out a 33-31 win over the JVs from Woodford County. So congratulations, JV. We'll take a break, come back, and talk a little bit more about the Fillies and the Lady Jackets. You're listening to the Cynthia Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne.
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
8.5 minutes away from the tip-off of tonight's game. Well, Woodford County last year had a really decent record of 18-8 before losing in the first round of the 8th region tournament to South Oldham. They were coached by Latier Eason, who's in his 4th year at the helm of the Lady Jacket program. As we said, they're preseason number 3 in the 8th region as they feature 4 starters back from that team from last season, including senior Haley Gordon, who averaged 17 points per game leading the team and is considered to be one of the top 5 players in the 8th region. Sophomore Taylon Wade had a huge game against the Lady Defenders the other night, scoring a career-high 26 against Bryan Station. Junior Evie Hall is also a player that Harrison County is going to have to keep an eye on, as she is their inside presence and picked up 12 boards against Bryan Station the other night. This is just quite simply a very good Woodford County team. Meanwhile, the Fillies will be trying to bounce back from last Tuesday's 30-28 loss to Lafayette. It was a close game all the way. In fact, neither team led by more than 8 points. Lafayette won on a shot with 2.6 seconds left in the game. Senior Keely Custer, who's going to be relied upon to be the team's leading scorer this year, was the team's leading scorer in that loss the other night to Lafayette, scoring 17 points. 7th grader Annika Daly. Tell you what, I'm going to tell you right now, I've only seen her play 2 JV games and a varsity game, and I can tell you already, she's an exciting player to watch. She's absolutely fearless in that varsity game. This is a girl that's a 7th grader. In a varsity game, buried a 3-pointer that tied the score in the 4th quarter. She also got a couple of steals and a couple of assists. And, yeah, she's going to be good. In fact, she's already well on her way. But in any case, she was at one point during the 4th quarter, she scored 5 of the Fillies' 8 points to not only keep them from getting blown out, but keep them in the game despite the fact they eventually would lose. Harrison County did well. They did okay despite the loss. It provided some valuable experience. It was a close game against a quality opponent. Both of those things, experience and close games against quality opponents, stuff you're going to need in the regional tournament. This team will learn from that. It seems like this team, a sponge. They just kind of take everything that the coaches tell them and try to implement it the best that they can. That's what I like about this team the most. Well, both teams have retired to their respective locker rooms. We'll invite you to stay tuned as we'll take a break and come back and look at the starting lineups of tonight's game. You're listening to the Cynthiana Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
The other guard, Maggie Wilson. Wilson wears the number 24, just a freshman, played but did not score against the Lady Defenders. And at the forward, a 5'10 junior, Evie Hall. Hall wears the number 5 and had 8 points in the game the other night. So once again for Woodford, it'll be Wade, Ruby, Gordon, Wilson, as well as Hall. for Harrison County. At one guard, Harrison's leading scorer the other night, that tough loss to Lafayette, Keely Custard. She wears number 21. She's a 5'6" senior and had 17 points. The other guard is Kaylee Banks. Banks, a 5'5" sophomore who wears the number 25. She had 3 points the other night. At one of the forwards, Naomi Farrar-Laws. Farrar-Laws, a 5'8" sophomore who wears the number 20, had 3 points the other night. And the other forward is Lauren Hicks. Hicks, a 5'6" senior, wears number 30, did not score. We're going to need for her to score some the other night against Lafayette. And in the middle, Alyssa Williams. She wears the number 4, is a 6'2" junior, but did not score the other night. So once again, for the Fillies, Lily Custard, Banks, Farrar-Laws, Hicks, and Williams. So there are your starting fives for both teams. While we have this chance, let's send it back to the station to Pastor Ted Bean from the First Methodist Church with tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for your faithfulness. We thank you for your attentiveness to us. We thank you for how you've sent Jesus to come to live among us, to die on our behalf, that we could have our sins forgiven, that we could be born again, that we could be reconciled to you. We thank you for having him rise again. It is a tremendous thing that you've offered life to us, and we are grateful. We do thank you for the teams tonight, all the players, the coaches, the officials. Will you make this event tonight, this game, a wonderful time for these athletes, that they will learn more about sportsmanship, about teamwork, about making an effort, about working together, and just those lessons that they can carry with them throughout their lives. We ask you to protect them all from injuries, and that you will bless this in a wonderful way, that they will go home tonight knowing that they did their best and they're pleased with themselves for their efforts. We do ask you to hold them in the palm of your hand. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm Ted Beam, pastor of First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. I hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
Alrighty, back up here at the Hilltop, Harrison County and Woodford. This will be the 14th meeting between the two schools. Woodford County has the slight edge in the series 7-6. However, here on the Hilltop, Harrison County has the edge at 4-2. The last time we played these girls was last year over at their place, a game that the Lady Jackets won handily, 53-34. The last time they played here at the Hilltop was a couple of years ago in the Harrison County Invitational. That game was closer, but Woodford County came out on top on that one as well, 48-41. It's a series that actually began back in November of 1979 when the Lady Jackets came over here for the other Harrison County Invitational, and the Fillies won that game 52-45. So there's your look at our opponent tonight, Woodford County, as well as the series between Harrison County and Woodford County as well. Well, the colors tonight are being presented by the Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC. Don't see the band here tonight, so I'm going to assume that the national anthem will be by tape, unless Brad Allison or Scott Fields would like to sing it. Maybe one of these days they will, but not tonight, I don't believe. So what we're going to do is we'll take a listen to the Star Spangled Banner, after which we'll take a break and then come back for the tip-off of tonight's game between Harrison County and Woodford. But right now, let's bring you our Star Spangled Banner.
team with Southern States.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Who has gathered here for tonight's game. Well, the Phillies will be back in action tomorrow as they'll make the trip to Erlanger to take on the Lady Juggernauts of Lloyd Memorial High School. That'll be a 5 o'clock varsity start. We will not have the broadcast of that game because we made a commitment to basically describe the Christmas parade tomorrow night. The Phillies will be back on the hilltop on Tuesday as they'll take on the Lady Bulldogs of Holmes High School. Meanwhile, the Thoroughbreds last night lost a heartbreaker 58-57 to Frankfort to drop to 0-2 on the year. Tomorrow they'll be hosting Grant County here on the hilltop, and on Tuesday they'll be on the road at Fleming County. Tomorrow, the bowling team will be hosting a round robin, and then on Sunday, they'll head to Flemingsburg to take on Fleming County. The boys wrestling team tomorrow over at the middle school will be hosting the Harrison County Invitational Wrestling Tournament, while the girls will make the long trip down to Perry County Central and Hazard. So best of luck to our girls wrestling team as well. And our archery team, as we speak tonight, has made the short trip up to Falmouth to take on Pendleton County. Let's hope that our archers do well, just like we hope our wrestlers and our bowlers do well as well. Too many wells. Too many wells. All right, Harrison County breaking huddle now as we're just about to get this game underway. The 0-1 Phillies against the 1-0 Woodford County Lady Jackets. The ball is up. Oh, nope, almost. Except the referee had it slip out of her hand. Now the tap is up and controlled by Woodford County. Hall gets to the top of the key to Gordon. Gordon goes in between the circles to direct some traffic. She'll move over to the right side, long range, being tracked by Williams. Now the ball in the hands of Wade. Wade inside the arc on the left side, hands it off to Wade, and Wade in turn will give the ball to Gordon. Gordon tries to dribble to the basket, but instead the ball is stripped away, and Harrison County is on the move. Custard up top gets the ball to Banks. Banks, a backdoor cut, nice pass, and the shot made by Farrar Laws, but oh, what a pass by Banks. Harrison County up here early, 2-0. Man, that was a nice pass. In the front court with the basketball are the Lady Jackets. They'll pound the ball inside to Gordon. Her shot is no good, but she was fouled. Foul on Lauren Hicks, her first. Gordon at the line. See Gordon 1 for 2 on the season from the line and misses that one, so the score remains 2-0 in favor of the Phillies. Second free throw upcoming after Farrar Laws and Hicks exchange places along the lane. Gordon's second free throw is good, so she will get her team back to within 1 at 2-1. 7:07 left to go in this first quarter of play. Harrison County breaks the press. Banks on the right side. Up top will give the ball to Farrar Laws, who in turn will get the ball into the hands of Custard, who's inside the center circle. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Jackets. Custard with the ball on her hip in between the circles, but near the mid-court circle. She'll take a couple of steps forward, then a couple of steps back, as she waits for her people to get where they're supposed to be. Top of the key, Hicks back to Custard in the corner, finds Farrar Laws. Now up top to Hicks in the paint to Williams. Outside Banks for three, barely grazed the rim. And the rebound pulled down by Custard. Her putback is good. Nice job that time by Keeley on the putback. And Harrison County, the early 4-1 lead. Keeley's going to need to do that quite a bit as this season goes along, but that's okay. I think she's able to do that. In the front court with the basketball now, Ruby. She'll get it in the corner to Wade. Wade almost trapped. Gets the ball into the hands of Gordon. Gordon in the corner to Wilson. Wilson back up top, finds Ruby. Ruby will now drift to the far side to reset the offense. Tries a pass inside, knocked away, but the loose ball picked up by Wilson. Wilson now will give the ball into the hands of Ruby. Up top, a three fired and good by Evie Hall. Evie Hall buries the tray, and we have our first tie of the game at 4-4 on that long tray from the top of the key. TPKY, as I'll put it. Now, a steal by Woodford County. And Haley Gordon puts it in to put her team ahead for the first time tonight. Makes the score 6-4. In the front court with the basketball is Keeley Custard. Now moves to the outside to set the offense inside the center circle. Custard now drifts to the left side. Passes to the right side, though, outside the arc to Farrar Laws. Farrar Laws to the top of the key to Banks. Banks stops the elbow, kicks it back beyond the wing to Farrar Laws. She'll go baseline. A hook shot is no good, and Wilson will come down with the rebound. Up the floor come the Yellow Jackets, and laying it up and in will be Hall. Evie Hall with her 5th point, and the Yellow Jackets now lead by a score of 8-4. 4:33 left to go in this first quarter of play. Out top with the basketball, Custard. Custard now directing traffic, drifts to the far near side in front of the Woodford County bench. Her team trailing 9-4. With the basketball now. Three. Pass up top. Now to the top of the key to Banks. Banks has the ball back tapped away from behind. Loose ball picked up by Custard. And now Custard lost it. Loose ball on the floor still. Diving after the ball is Banks. She'll bring it back up again. So both teams letting the ball go back and forth between them. Under 4 to go in the first quarter. Woodford County has scored 8 consecutive points to take a 9-4 lead. Custard drifts to the left side, gets it to the hash mark to Farrar Laws, back to Custard. Custard from the foul line, jump shot off the flange, no good. Long rebound is going to be hauled in, this time by Wade. Into the front court come the Lady Jackets. Here's a three fired up and off to the right, no good. Rebound picked up this time by Williams. Into the front court with the basketball come the Lady Jackets. Custard, right side to Hicks. Hicks down low to Williams. Her half hook is no good. Rebound bouncing around, and Ruby will come up with it for the Yellow Jackets. In the front court on the far side, Wade. Bounce pass inside, layup put up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hicks of Harrison County. Into the front court come the Fillies. Farrar Laws tries a half hook, no good. Hall with the rebound. Lady Jackets maintaining that 5-point lead. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Over on the far side, Ruby has it. She'll get it inside the center circle to Gordon. Gordon calls out the plays. Now passes to the right side in front of the almost empty stable to Ruby. Ruby in between the circles. Now makes a move inside the arc, and as she makes her move, she is going to be fouled. They'll be on Banks. Entering the game for Harrison County, Annika Daly, the 5'4" 7th grader who had 5 points the other night. Also in there, Marley Toll. Good to see Marley out there after having some knee injury problems. 5'9" senior. With the basketball on the near sideline is Ruby. She'll inbound it to Gordon. Gordon in between the circles, guarded by Hicks, backs up near the inside of the circle. Now moves over to the right before moving to the left. Gets it to the left elbow, pass down low, 15-footer put up, no good by the Lady Jackets, but the rebound is going to be picked up by Wade. Wade on the baseline. Now goes back outside the arc for a three. Air ball. And on the rebound, a putback is no good by Gordon. But Gordon is going to be fouled. Sending her back to the line where she's 1 for 2. That was Hicks that committed the foul, her second. So Gordon at the line, trying to get her team up to a 6 or possibly 7-point advantage. First free throw is good. Checking in for Harrison County, Risa Heimlich. Heimlich, a 5'8" senior who did not score the other night. Second free throw upcoming for Gordon is on the way and good. Makes it 11-4. With just over 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter of play. In the front court, a steal by Woodford County. And now the ball is dribbled off of the foot of Wade, so give the ball to Harrison County. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Now we got a steal by Woodford County. Into the front court, in between the circles, is Ruby. Ruby passed to the left side to Gordon. Gordon now being trapped by Custer defensively, crosses over her dribble and gets it into the corner. A three fired up is no good by Taringia Sanford. And going to get the rebound, though, was Gordon. Now pass back up top to Gordon once again. Her team leading 11-4. Harrison County one time led 4-1. We've gone the last 5 minutes without a score. Sanford with the basketball now. Hands it off to Gordon. Gordon tries a pass, knocked away by Custard and out of bounds. So the Lily Jackets will maintain possession. Cynthia and Hardee's want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. From in front of the stable, inbounding the ball will be Ruby. Gets it in the corner to Gordon. Gordon drives around Toll, pass underneath the basket, and we're going to have, I believe, a foul on the Fillies. It's going to be on Custard. That'll be Keeley's first. Just a common foul. Under a minute left to go in the first quarter. 11-4 your score. 10 straight points have been scored by Woodford. From her own baseline, Ruby lobs the ball on the wing to Wade, who drops the ball, but it's off of the foot of a Philly, so the Yellow Jackets will maintain possession. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. From our own baseline, Ruby gets the ball into the hands of Wade. Her 10-footer goes about 15 feet, and coming down with the rebound will be Heimlich. Up the floor and into the front court come the Fillies. Beat a basket, girls. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pass to the left side to Daly. Daly inside to Toll. And now Toll is going to be fouled by one of a couple of potential Yellow Jackets. They'll call it on Ruby. That'll be her first. Banks back in the game for Harrison. In the game for the first time for Woodford, Camilla Martinez. Camilla Martinez, a 5-foot junior who had 3 points against Bryan Station the other night. From her own baseline, Heimlich gets the ball inbounds to Banks. Banks drives, cut off, gets it back to Heimlich for a three, air ball. And on the rebound, have a foul called on Gordon. So Harrison County will maintain possession. Heimlich will inbounds the ball. Heimlich looking, tries a pass to Custer, knocked out of bounds. Well, do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. With the basketball and in trouble for our laws as she dribbled into a triple team. Luckily for her, the ball is smacked out of her hands and out of bounds. And the Phillies will maintain possession at the hash mark in front of the Woodford County bench. For our laws, will try to get the ball in bounds, and she does to Custard. Custard drives, stops, spins, gets to Farrar Laws, and a travel is going to be called. 4 turnovers for the Phillies here in the first quarter, 2 for Woodford. 16 seconds left. We'll see if Woodford decides to go for the last shot of this first quarter, leading 11-4. Inbounds pass comes to Gordon. She has 5 of her team's 11 points, the other 6 off the hands of Evie Hall. With the basketball in the paint, driving is Gordon, and now she's going to be called for a travel herself, as when she spun around, there was nobody there to receive the pass. 5.9 seconds. Harrison has to go the length of the floor. Custard to Banks, back to Custard at the midcourt stripe, stops and gets it to Banks. Banks, a shot at the buzzer, no, just off to the right. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Woodford County 11 and Harrison County 4. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Here's the Hilltop, a low-scoring first quarter. Harrison County jumped out to a 4-1 lead, but then went the next 6 minutes and 15 seconds without a point, during which time the Yellow Jackets scored 10 points, and that's why they lead 11-4. Well, they've been here for farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now, Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more about it. Harrison County will have the ball to begin the second quarter. Inbounds pass comes to Custard. Custard to the top of the key to Hicks, who's returned to the game. Remember, she's got a couple of fouls in the corner. Banks has it to Hicks. Tries a pass down low to Williams, but it's a little bit beyond her for the turnover. As you mentioned, the archery team in action tonight as well up at Pendleton County. Hopefully they'll do well. Gordon with the basketball, approaching the midcourt stripe and passes it where she is picked up by Custer defensively. She'll give it into the hands of Wade. Wade over in the corner to Martinez. Martinez to the near side of the lane to Hall. Hall back to Martinez once again. Martinez is going to be fouled by Hicks. Gosh, now be 3 fouls on Lauren Hicks. One of the players we really can't afford to have out of the lineup for very long at least. Nia Marks will step into the ball game now. Marks, a 5'6" junior who did not play as they lost to Lafayette earlier this week. Inbounding the basketball will be Martinez from just to the right of the bench. Martinez looked in, gets the ball to Gordon near the center circle. Gordon to the right side, long range to Sanford. Sanford drives, gets the ball back to Martinez. Now underneath the basket, Wade, her hook shot is way off the mark, and Farrar Laws will bring down the rebound. Into the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. Farrar Laws, top of the key to Custard. Harrison still down 11-4. Custard looking for help, finds Farrar Laws beyond the arc. Now to Banks at the top of the key. Banks to the elbow to Williams, tries a pass down low, and it's knocked away and stolen by Woodford County. Up the floor comes Gordon. Gordon in the paint to the basket on a floater, it's good. 7 points for number 22. And a timeout called by Harrison County. It's going to be a 30 or a full. A 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. Right now, after that runner that was put up and in by Gordon, Harrison County trails 13-4 and have gone nearly 8 minutes without a score. So need to correct that. Still lots of basketball to be played, but as we said, Woodford County, a very good team, and quite possibly the best team we'll face all year. So being down by 9 at this juncture, not a big surprise. not a big surprise. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Fillies. Out of the timeout, Harrison County facing full court man pressure. Inbounds pass comes to Banks. Banks back to Farrar Laws. Now to Custard. To Farrar Laws. Farrar Laws to Custard. Dribbles across the timeline on the near side of the circle. Moves to the foul line. A runner is put up and good. Keely Custard ends the 8-minute scoring drought. And Harrison County on that runner is back to within 7 at 13-6. 6:16 left to go in the first half. With the basketball up top, Martinez drives to the block, puts up a shot, no good. And the shot after that was no good either. And now Custard puts up a shot that's no good. And she's going to be fouled. Custer going to the line for the first time tonight. She was 3 for 4 from the line in that loss to Lafayette. Has 4 of her team's 6 points. 6:02 on the clock. First free throw is in and out. Coming back into the lineup for Woodford will be Ruby. Checking out will be Sanford. Second free throw upcoming for Custer to try to cut the deficit back down to 6 if she can make it. It's on the way, and it's good. So Keely Custard with 3 quick points here in the second quarter. Makes the score 13-7. In the front court with the basketball is Martinez. A runner is an air ball. Banks will come down with the rebound, and here come the Fillies. In the front court, Farrar Laws. Farrar Laws, skip pass to Custard, fires a 3. No good, a little long. Rebound's going to be brought down by Wade. Wade brings the ball up the floor and into the front court, and as she heads towards the basket, she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Custard. That'll be Keely's second. For Woodford County, Wilson comes back into the game, replacing Martinez. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Ruby. Emma Ruby, a senior. Ruby looking, gets the ball outside the arc to Wade. Her shot's a little bit short, no good. Rebound brought down by Hall. Hall puts up a shot that's no good, and Williams gets the rebound. Into the front court comes Custard. Custard, a runner in the lane, in and out. Rebound pulled down this time by Wilson, and will head the other direction. Gordon will bring the ball into the front court. Just to the right side of the midcourt circle. Now reverses and gets the ball in the corner. Heading baseline is Ruby, and looked like she was about to step on the end line, which she did. Kind of lost control down low when she got to traffic, and she paid for it. At El Paracoot Daily Lunch Specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracoot. Fillies down by a half a dozen. They've trailed in this game by as many as 9. Custard in between the circles. Backs up to reset the offense from inside the center circle. Now makes her move inside the arc. Gets the ball to Farrar Laws at the elbow. To the foul line to Williams. Back out top to Custard. Fakes the 3. Puts up a runner. No. Rebound picked up by Marks, and it goes in. Nia Marks with her first bucket of the season. It's Harrison County back to within 4 at 13-9. And now a steal by Harrison County, a leaner by Custard is good. Harrison County is back in this ball game in a big way as they now trail just 13-11. Timeout called. We'll take it as well. Your score, Woodford County 13, Harrison County 11. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
See Hinton Mills for unique local gift ideas this Christmas, including Hinton Mills branded apparel. We have a huge variety of Hinton Mills hats, hoodies, toboggans, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and other gift items. We continue our tradition of donating $1 to local FFA chapters for each Hinton Mills apparel item sold in stores and online. The Hinton Mills brand represents our passion for serving farm families. We hope that you and yours will be just as proud to wear the Hinton Mills brand as we are. Best wishes for a blessed and Merry Christmas from the Hinton Mills team. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
Hold me like you'll never.
Another musical blast from the past from...
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Harrison County counters the 12-0 run that Woodford County went on earlier in this half with an 8-0, make that 7-0 run of their own, and have drawn back to within 2 at 13-11 as we hit the midway point of the second quarter. Across the timeline comes Gordon. Gordon had 5 first quarter points and scored just 2 here in the second. Ruby up top and into the hands of Lonnie Jones, who's checking the game. She's an 8th grader who had a couple of points against Bryan Station the other night. Jones in between the circles, pass to the left side to Ruby. Ruby back to Jones in the corner. She'll lob it inside, knocked away and out of bounds by Williams. Nice defensive play on that deflection. Woodford, though, will maintain possession. With the 3:37 mark, inbounding the ball will be Ruby. Ruby lobs it inside. Shot put up, no good by Hall, but they're going to say Hall was fouled. Foul is going to be called. Not sure who that was on. Hall at the line for the first time tonight. See, Hall was 2 for 2 from the line the other night. Misses this one, though, to keep the score at that 13-11 level with 3:36 left to go in the first half. Second free throw upcoming for the junior. 2 seniors, a junior, a sophomore, and a freshman amongst the starting 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Second free throw is good to stop the Harrison County run and get the lead back to 3 at 14-11 for the Lady Jackets. In the front court with the basketball, Custard to Williams, to the right side to Banks. Banks back up top to Custard once again. Keeley being defended by Ruby, still has her dribble. Now uses a pick from Williams to go to the elbow. Now kicks to Banks on the wing. Banks puts up a shot from 15 away, no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be Williams who comes up with it. She'll get the ball over to Custard. Custard's shot's no good, but she's fouled. Foul's going to be on Ruby. It'll be Ruby's second personal. So Custard to the line where she's 1 for 2. 3:03 left to go in the first half. Harrison County may be able to get back to within 1 if they can make these free throws here. First one's on the way and bounces in. Took a little trip off the front of the rim before finally going down, but go down it did. Makes it 14-12. 3:03 left. Second free throw is also good by Custard. And Harrison County is back to within 1 at 14-13 after trailing by as many as 9. In the front court, Gordon has it. Over in the corner finds Ruby. Back out on the wing to Gordon. Gordon inside. Pass picked up by Hall. Hall to the far side, long range, and into the hands of Ruby. Ruby to the left side in front of the Harrison bench to Gordon. Gordon to the top of the key, gets the ball to Jones. Back to Gordon for a 3-point try, good. Haley Gordon with her first tray of the night. A big one as it puts her team back out by 4 at 17-13. Now a steal by Woodford going all the way to the basket, laying it up and in is Ruby. Ruby's first bucket of the night. Makes the score 19-13. After that steal and layup, 2:04 left to go here in the first half. Harrison back down by 6. Williams at the top of the key. Alyssa looking, gets the ball between the circles to Banks. Banks lobs the ball to Farrar Laws on the left side. Farrar Laws drives to the block where she'll give the ball to Marks. And Marks is going to be fouled by Gordon. That'll be Gordon's second personal. Checking back in the game for Woodford, Taylon Wade, as well as Tarajnia Sanford. Also returning to the floor for the Fillies, Risa Heimlich. She'll come in for Marks. From our own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be for our Laws. And now we got a whistle and a foul before the ball can be inbounded. And it's going to be on Woodford County. It's going to be on Sanford. That'll be Sanford's first. From our own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be for our Laws. For our Laws, our team down by 6. $1:46 left to go in the first half. Pass inside, knocked away. Loose ball, though, picked up by Custer. She'll get it on the wing to Heimlich. In the corner for our Laws, has it, looking for help, finds Custard. Custard guarded very closely by Sanford, drives into the paint, kicks it up top to Banks for 3, count it down! Kaylee Banks with the Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer, and that particular basket will get her team back to within 3 at 19-16. Shot from the top of the key. 1:16 left to go in the first half. Here's a pass down on the baseline to Hall. Hall nearly traveled, gets it back up top to Wade, who does travel. So Harrison County will have the ball. Checking back in, Annika Daly. She saw a little action in the first quarter. 1:07 left to go in the first half. Harrison County only down 19-16 as they have forced Woodford County to play a more slow-down game than what they're used to. Daly across the timeline, goes to the top of the key, veers to the right, puts up a 10-footer, no good. Rebound on the ground, and it comes all the way out top to Farrar Laws, who lost it. On the turnover, bringing the ball into the front court will be Gordon. Pass to the left side to Wade. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Wade on the wing, guarded by Daly. Wade crosses over her dribble and brings it to the top of the key. Pass into the far corner to Sanford. She'll put up a runner from 10. That's good. First points of the game for Sanford. And that will put her team up 21-16. 26 seconds left here in the first half. Now Daly goes to the ground as she was pushed, no call. Gets the ball to Farrar Laws. Down low to Banks. Half hook shot is no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul called on Woodford County. It's going to be called against Wilson. That'll be Maggie Wilson's first. We'll also send Williams to the line. Williams taking her first free throw attempts of the night. With 13 seconds left, her team down 21-16. Williams. First free throw on the way and good. Perfect. Coming back in will be Martinez for Woodford County. As Harrison County draws back to within 4 at 21-17. Trying to make another basket here, or 13 seconds, another free throw basket, I should say. Second one's on the way and good. Nice job. Back in the game, Marley Toll returns for the final 13 seconds of this first half, replacing Williams. Inbounds pass comes to Gordon. Gordon to Martinez. Martinez across the timeline with 6 seconds left. Gets the ball to the right side to Gordon. Dumps it inside to Hall. 2 seconds left. Gordon to the left side. Here's a pass down low. And before the shot can be taken by Wilson, the horn will sound, bringing us to the end of the first half of play with your score. Harrison County right there. They do trail, though, 21-18 to Woodford County. A good, exciting first half. We had in that first half just one tie and one lead change, but the shifting tides of momentum shifted pretty hard at different times for different teams in that first half. We invite you to join us now for our halftime show. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from this first half from here on the Hilltop. That coming up right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score. Harrison County trails Woodford County 21-18. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Eggs, rabbit.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow.
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Into your entire retirement.
Alrighty, back up here at the Hilltop. We got that old red one going on between the Fillies and the Lady Jackets of Woodford County. Thought at first that this might not be such a great game when the Yellow Jackets scored 12 points in a row from the latter part of the first quarter into the second quarter to take what at that time was a 13-4 lead. But then the Fillies came squirming back with 7 straight points to draw back to within 2, and they're down by 3 as we speak right now. Taking a look at the individual scoring here in the first half. First for the Lady Jackets, they're paced by Haley Gordon, who has 10 points, including a tray here at the break. 7 points for Evie Hall. She has 2 3-pointers. Also scoring were Emma Ruby and Tarajnia Sanford. Each of those gals had a couple of points. Also playing but not scoring, Camilla Martinez, Taylin Wade, Lonnie Jones, and Maggie Wilson. Meanwhile, for the Fillies, they are paced in the first half by Keely Custard, who has 9. 3 points for Kaylee Banks on that tray we talked about before, and 2 points apiece for Alyssa Williams, Naomi Farrar-Laws, and Nia Marks. Also playing but not scoring were Harris County Lauren Hicks, who was saddled with early foul trouble. Annika Daly also got in but did not score. Risa Heimlich did the same. And Marley Toll, she played a few minutes but did not score in the first half as well. So there's your individual numbers. We'll take a break, come back, and tell you what the team stats look like. Right after this, you're listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow.
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
He trails by a score of 1-18. Let's take a look at the team stats. As you might imagine, they're very close. Harrison County, 6 of 19. 31.6%. They were 1 of 5 from beyond the perimeter. Meanwhile, Woodford County, 7 for 19. So we were 6 for 19. Woodford was 7 for 19. 7 for 19 for Woodford, 36.8%. They attempted 7 trays and made 3. So there's a part of your difference there, that we made just 1 tray and they made 3. From the charity stripe, not a lot of free throws were put up there. In fact, Each team only attempted 6. Harrison was 5 out of 6 for 83.3%, while Woodford was 4 of 6 for 66.7%. Turnovers, as it ends up, fairly even. 8 for Harrison County, 6 for Woodford. And the rebounding battle was won by Harrison County as well, 11-10. See, all these numbers very, very close, as you might expect from a score that's 21-18. For Woodford County, 4 offensive, 6 defensive boards. They were paced in the first half in that department by Talon Wade, who had 4. Meanwhile, 4 offensive and 7 defensive rebounds for the Fillies. The leading rebounder in the first half for our girls, Alyssa Williams, who pulled down 4. So there is you a look at the team stats from tonight's game in the first half. Still got 16 more minutes to go. Once again, I want to remind everyone that tomorrow the Fillies will be at Erlanger, taking on the Lady Juggernauts of Lloyd Memorial High School. That game the varsity game will be at 5. The JV game is at 3:30. So if you're planning on going to Erlanger, stop by Lloyd Memorial High School and support your Fillies tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Thoroughbreds will be in action tomorrow as well here on the Hilltop. Regular 6 and 7:30 JV varsity doubleheader. Come up to the Hilltop and support your Thoroughbreds, who have played really well through the first 2 games, but have missed out on a couple of close ones for sure. All right, we'll take a break now and then come back with a third quarter handoff after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score, Woodford County 21, Harrison County 18. You've been listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
To play, but even the slightest orthopedics and sport is led by to torn rotator cuffs. Our athletic trainers are often team provide all surgery. Call us today.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County down by 3 with 1 half to go. The Fillies 0-1 on the young season. Woodford 1-0. Want to remind everyone that for over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Woodford will have the ball to begin things here in the second half. Let's see what adjustments they've made. Over on the far side, Wade, up top to Ruby. Ruby now still guarded by Marks, who's going to be staying in the game, trying to save Lauren Hicks, who's got 3 personal fouls. Here's a pass down low to Wilson. Her half hook is no good, but she's going to be fouled by Williams. That'll be Alyssa's first personal foul and send Wilson to the line, where she will be attempting her first free throws of the season, looking for her first point of this game. Just a freshman. First free throw is on the way and good. Extends her team's lead to 22-18. Second free throw is also good. The 7:42 mark. The lead for the Lady Jackets has grown back out to 5 at 23-18. Custard with the basketball in the front court. Uses the pick from Williams to get to the left elbow. Now gets it into the hands of Farrar Laws to the top of the key to Banks. Banks is going to be fouled from behind as she tried to pass. Foul's going to be gone on Gordon, and that'll be Gordon's third. So now Coach Eason has to make some decisions with Gordon with 3 personal fouls. She'll keep her in there for now anyway. From her own baseline, Farrar Laws will trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it to Custard. Custard in the paint. Hook shot, good. Nice move that time by Keeley. She has 11 points and draws her team back to within 3 at 23-20. Hook shot went straight in. 7:12 left to go in the third. In the front court, Gordon. Top of the key, gets the ball on the baseline to Wilson. Wilson, a skip pass to the far side to Ruby. She'll put up a 3, short. And the rebound brought down by Farrar Laws. Up the floor come the Fillies in a hurry. Custard at the top of the key. Now looks over to Coach Watson to see what play he wants to run this particular time down the floor. Keeley, her team down by 3, gets the ball to Williams beyond the arc on the left side in front of the Harrison County bench. Pass back up top to Farrar Laws. Farrar Laws drives to the basket. Nobody cuts her off, and she makes the banked-in shot. Nice job on the runner that by Farrar Laws. And Harrison County is back to within 1 at 23-22. 6:18 left to go in the third quarter. Here's a pass down low. All alone was Wilson, but missed the shot. Custard with the rebound. Harrison can take the lead. Custard in the paint, double teamed, hook shot short. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Wilson. The end of the front court come the Lady Jackets. Shot by Gordon is no good. She will get her own rebound, however, and put it back up and in. Gordon with now 12 points to lead her team and puts her team back up by 3, 25-22. 5:48 left to go here in the third quarter. With the basketball up top, Williams. Williams looking for help. Lost her dribble for a second, but goes and gets it. Now lobs inside, knocked away. Loose ball, though, is going to be picked up by Marks. She'll give the ball to Custard. Custard to drive to the basket. Good! Nice job. Keeley with her 13th point. And Harrison County is once again back to within 1 at 25-24. 5:13 on the clock. Here in the third quarter, here's a shot put up by Wilson in the front court, and that'll be her first field goal of the night. Also put her team back up by 3, 27-24, with 5 minutes left to go. Here in the third quarter, across the timeline comes Custard. Custard, her team down 27-24, as the scoring is picked up a bit, not in the way Harrison County wants. Custard, double team, gets the ball to Marks at the elbow. Marks in the paint, lost control of the basketball, and we're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow will keep the ball in the hands of the Fillies. Hicks back in, Toll back in for Harrison County. For Woodford County, Jones returns as well. From her own baseline, Farrar Laws will trigger the inbounds pass. After the tie-up, gets it to Custard. Turnaround 12-footer, good. Custard with 15 points now on the night. And Harrison back to within 1 again. At this time, it's 27-26. 4:26 left to go in the third quarter. In the front court, Ruby on the wing finds Jones. Jones trying to find someone to pass to. Gets it in between the circles to Wade. Wade near the center circle, lobs the ball to the far side, knocked away, but Ruby picks up the loose ball near the hash. Gets it inside the center circle to Jones. Jones dribbles to the left side, gets it long range and into the hands of Ruby. Ruby takes a couple dribbles, now gets to the top of the key to Wade. Wade surveys the defense before going back inside the center circle as she resets. Pass to the right side to Jones, long range. The 8th grader lobs the ball in between the circles to Ruby. Back to the right side to Jones. She'll fire a 3 off the front of the rim. Long rebound is going to be picked up by Jones. And now she'll throw it down on the baseline. And now a tie-up. Farrar Laws just stuck her hands in there and tied her up. Possession arrow faces the way of the Lady Jackets as Annika Daly checks back in for Banks. From her own baseline, her team up by 1 to trigger the inbounds pass will be Wilson. Wilson in the corner finds Wade for 3. Off the front, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Wilson. She'll get it back to the far side to Ruby. Her 3 is no good. Wilson once again gets the rebound. No. This time Wade, yes. So Wade gets her first bucket of the night and will put her team back up by 3, 29-26. 3:04 left to go in the third quarter. Harrison County down. Custer with the basketball now. Drives to the basket. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for 2. It's going to be a foul on Ruby, and that'll be Ruby's third. So both Ruby and Gordon with 3 fouls apiece for Woodford. For Harrison County, Lauren Hicks has 3 as well. Custer to the line where she is 3 for 4 tonight. First free throw's on the way and no good. Back in the game, Martinez returns. Also Sanford back in the game as well for the Lady Jackets. Second free throw upcoming for Custard, but first Williams checks back into the game. She will be coming in for Marley Toll. So Custer trying to make it a 2-point game if she can make this free throw here with 2:59 on the clock. Still lots of basketball to be played. Second free throw is on the way in, perfect, nothing but net. Harrison County finds themselves down now 29-27. Into the front court with the basketball come the Lady Jackets. Pass in the paint to Hall. Hall back on the baseline to Wade. Her runner is good. Taylin Wade with a couple of baskets in her last 3 times down the floor has put her Lady Jackets back up by 4, 31-27. Into the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. Pass to the top of the key to Williams. Williams now in between the circles to Hicks. Hicks pass to the left side to Custard. Custard brings it back outside and high. She's guarded by Martinez. Drives inside the paint. Goes to the basket. Has her shot blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Woodford County. Foul is going to be called on Hall. That'll be Evie Hall's first. Shooting foul will send Custard back to the line. Overall, she's 4 for 6. 16 points for Keeley. She had 17 in the loss the other night to Lafayette. 7 of her 16 coming here in the third. First free throw is good. So Keeley gets her team back to within 3 at 31-28. 2:15 on the clock here in the third. Second free throw's on the way and good as well. She has 18 points. Makes the score 31-29. Into the front court with the 2-point lead come the Lady Jackets. Over on the left side is Martinez. Martinez dumps the ball in the paint. Going to the basket. Wade, her shot short. And Williams comes down with the rebound. And here come the Fillies with a chance to tie. Custard in the front court, in the paint. Backs it back out again to reset the offense as we go under 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Custard drives around Martinez. Stops in the paint. Double team. Forces up a shot. No good. And down with the rebound will be Wade. Wade in the front court with the basketball. Gets it into the corner to Sanford. Skip pass to Martinez for 3. Short. Rebound, though, is going to be picked up and put back by Jones, whose shot is no good, but there is a foul that's going to be called on the rebound, and it's going to be on Farrar Laws. Banks back in for Harrison County. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Sanford. Sanford looking, lobs it to the top of the key and in between the circles to Jones. 31-29. Woodford County leads Harrison County. Here's a pass to the left side, long range to Sanford. Sanford to Martinez for three, off to the right, no good. And on the rebound, coming out with it is Hicks. Here come the Fillies once again, a chance to tie. A minute left to go in the third. Into the front court comes Custard. Custard drives, stops, nearly traveled, looking for help. We'll find Hicks in between the circles and back on the other side of the midcourt circle to Custard. Custard on the near side of the midcourt circle finds Williams. Williams back up top to Hicks. Hicks back to Custard, down low to Williams. Williams, hook shot, in and out. Rebound pulled down this time by Hall. Into the front court come the Lady Jackets. In the corner with the basketball is Martinez. She'll put up a 15-foot air ball. And Hicks, once again, will get the rebound. And once again, will be fouled. It's going to be a foul on Sanford. That'll be her second. Back in the game, Toll returns for the Fillies. Cynthia and Hardee's want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Harrison County with the basketball for a third time, down by 2. 23 seconds left to go in the quarter. Custard, left side, shot, no good. And Wade will come up with the rebound. She has 7 in the game now. Now on their way back the other way, Woodford County throws the ball away. Their first turnover of the second half. Harrison County has no turnovers here in the second half. 10 seconds to go. Custard with the basketball. Guarded by Martinez, makes her move, does Keeley to the elbow. 3 seconds left, turnaround jumper, no. Rebound, put back, no good by Toll. And that is the way that the third quarter will end with your score. Woodford County 31, Harrison County 29. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Feed your farm.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Both teams have had significant runs in this contest. We had a tight as can be third quarter, and that brings us to the fourth. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. With the basketball, Custard, as Harrison County will take possession to begin things. Guarded by Martinez, uses a pick from Hicks to get to the top of the key. Now rotates down to the block. Her shot's no good, short, and is knocked out of bounds. They're going to save by Woodford County. So the Fillies will maintain possession. Just one turnover on the two teams combined in the third quarter, and that happened to Woodford County with like 20 seconds left to go. Very cleanly played third quarter. Now as Custard drives baseline, she's going to have the ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by Martinez. And now back in the game, Gordon returns. Remember, she has 3 personal fouls. From her own baseline for our Laws. Lobs it to Williams at the elbow. She'll hand it off to Banks. Banks, a runner, is no good. And down with the rebound will be Hall. Up the floor and into the front court come the Lady Jackets. Over on the right side, long range is Jones. Back between the circles to Martinez. Back to the right side to Jones. Once again, skip pass to the far side to Gordon. Gordon back to the near side, wide open Jones, but turned down the 3. Backs up, gets it inside the center circle to Gordon, who will reset the offense. Pass to the right side to Martinez. Martinez now has her pass knocked away, but the loose ball picked up by Gordon. She'll go to the basket and makes it. 14 points now for Gordon. That will put her team back up by 4, 33-29. 6:54 left to go. Into the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. Hicks lobs the ball to Banks. Banks now has the ball taken away from her for a turnover. Up the floor come the Lady Jackets. In the front court, top of the key, Martinez for 3, off to the right. And down with the rebound, though, will be Hall. Basketball taken over to the left side by Wade. Her shot's no good. With the rebound, Hall. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled. Fouls on at the foul line, Evie Hall. She's 1 for 2, had 7 points, 6 of those coming in the first quarter. First free throw here is off the back of the rim, no good. Hall will have another chance to put her team up by 5. They right now lead 33-29 with 6:28 on the clock. Here in the fourth, second free throw is also no good. Rebound, though, picked up by Gordon, and she'll put it up and in, and we'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Big baskets that time. She's made 2 putback baskets here in this fourth quarter, and both have been huge. 6:25 on the clock. Free throw up and good. And just like that, Harrison County finds themselves down 36-29. Cross the timeline comes Custard. Custard gets the ball to Hicks. Hicks down low at the block to Williams. Williams throws the ball away. Loose ball picked up by Wade. Gets the ball to Martinez in the front court. Martinez moves to the top of the key, now to the left side. Here's a 3 fired up by Gordon. Good. Haley Gordon has caught fire here in the fourth quarter. Timeout called by Harrison County. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll keep it right here, or take it back. 5:58 left to go. Your score, Woodford 39, Harrison 29. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Every Monday and Tuesday at 9 a.m., Bluegrass Stockyards Lexington will be having their cattle sale. Bluegrass Stockyards Lexington is located...
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
With all 8 of her team's points here at the top of the fourth quarter, that have taken what was a 2-point game and made it a 10-point game with Woodford in control. Custard will bring the ball across the timeline. The Phillies in desperate need of a basket. Guarded by Martinez. Custard gets the ball to the elbow, kicks it on the wing to Banks. Banks veers around, finds Custard, a runner from 12. No good. And with the rebound, Wade, she's on the run. Wade, coast to coast, misses the shot. And Farrar Laws will come up with the rebound. In the front court, Custard has the ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Phillies will maintain possession. If you have a big group to feed, the Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Farrar Laws lobs the ball to Marks, who's back in the game. Marks in the paint. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul on Woodford County's Evie Hall. That'll be Hall's second personal foul. From her own baseline, once again, Farrar Laws will try to get the ball in bounds. And she does on the wing to Custard, who fires the 3 short. Rebound, though, picked up by Hicks. Lauren brings the ball back out top to Banks and hands the ball to Custard. Custard just being harassed by Martinez. She's like a little gnat. with the basketball. Hicks right side, puts up a 15-footer, no good. Rebound brought down by Marks. She's double teamed, and now we're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow faces Woodford County. Back in the game, Hall returns after sitting, actually Ruby returns. Woodford County up by 10. They've led by as many as 11. That was back in the first half. There's a pass to the top of the key to Wade. Wade splits the defense, puts up a shot, and it's good. Well, all of a sudden, everything going right for the visitors from Versailles, as a runner by Wade just kind of crawled in to give her team its biggest lead of the night at 41-29. 4:45 left to go for our Laws with the basketball. Gets it to Banks on the far side in front of the stable. And now a pass inside is stolen by Woodford. Coast to coast goes Martinez, misses the shot. Long rebound is picked up by Banks. Up the floor come the Fillies. Hicks with it at the top of the key, stops, gets to Custard in between the circles. 41-29, Harrison County still yet to score here in the fourth. Custard, a runner in the paint, is no good, but she's fouled with 4:08 left. Foul's going to be assist to Wade. It'll be Taylor Wade's first. Taylor Wade had 26 points against Bryan Station, only 6 tonight, so we've done a nice job of shutting her down. Custard to the line where she is 6 of 8. Has 18 points. First free throw is good. First point of the second half for the Fillies. Back in the game, Daly returns. 41-30 is your score. 4:08 left. The second free throw is also good by Keeley. Harrison County now down 41-31. Into the front court with the basketball. Martinez gets it on the wing now to Ruby. Ruby in front of her own bench, just dribbling the ball around, and now we're going to have a timeout called by Woodford County. It's going to be a full timeout. 3:50 left to go, your score. Woodford County 41, Harrison County 31. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, the Woodford County Lady Jackets, who led by just 2 points at the third quarter break, have kind of taken this game over as they now lead 41-31 and have the ball out of the timeout. Ruby gets the ball inbounds to Gordon, who's had 8 of her team's points in this big fourth. She has 19 altogether. She'll back it back out again to reset the offense. Now goes in between the circles over to the far side. Picks up her dribble, gets it to the top of the key now to Hall. Hall back to Gordon as it looks as though Woodford taking some air out of the basketball. Gordon on the right side goes into the paint, kicks it down on the baseline to Hall. Hall to Martinez. Martinez cut off, gets it back into the hands of Hall, who will return it to Ruby. All this happening beyond the three-point arc. Here's a pass down low, though, and Hall is going to be fouled. Foul is going to be called on Marks. That'll be Nia Marks' first. From her own baseline, Martinez to trigger the inbounds pass. Martinez will have A foul on the inbounds pass. And it's going to be on Woodford County on Evie Hall. That'll be her third. Only the second turnover of the second half by Woodford County. Harrison County just 3. So both teams have done well in that stat. With the basketball down by 10, here come the Fillies. Hicks at the top of the key. Dumps it inside, knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Farrar Laws. She'll get it to Marks. To the wing in front of the Harrison bench to Custard. Custard, double teamed. Now makes a move to the basket. Stops, forces up a shot, no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be picked up by Wade. Wade with 9 boards on the night. Into the front court with the basketball comes Gordon. She'll get it to Ruby. Ruby flashes baseline, shot no good. Custard comes down with the rebound. Into the front court come the Fillies. 2.5 left to go in the game. Harrison down by 10 still. Daly with the basketball now. Monica now brings the ball inside the center circle to set the offense. Makes her move to the left elbow, kicks it to Farrar Laws at the right elbow. Farrar Laws in the paint, shot put up off the back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch, they're going to say, by Woodford County. Returning to the game for the Lady Jackets will be Jones. And a timeout called by Harrison County. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 2:09 left to go. Your score remains Woodford County 41, Harrison County 31. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit FC.
As we get back to action for our Laws, inbounds the ball to Custard. Custard forces up a 10-footer. It's no good. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Ruby. Up by 10, Woodford with the basketball. Crossing the timeline will be Gordon. Guarded closely by Custard. Under 2 minutes to go. Harrison starting to run out of time. The top of the key right now with the basketball is Hall. Hall drives, kicks it on the wing to Ruby. Ruby in the paint, gets it to Hall for a 10-footer that's short. Rebound is going to be picked up by Hicks. Up the floor come the Fillies. Hicks gets the ball to Custard in the paint. Custard spins, up top finds Marks. Marks a backdoor cut to Farrar Laws, who puts it too hard off of the glass, and the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. From her own baseline, or facing full court pressure, is Ruby, trying to get the ball in bounds. Ruby lobs the ball into Gordon. Gordon will bring the ball into the front court to set the offense. Now a steal by Farrar Laws. Goes all the way to the basket, lays it in. Nice job that time by Naomi. And now a timeout called by Harrison County. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, but we'll want to make sure to mark down that steal and bucket by Farrar Laws, which is big because it does draw Harrison County back to within 8 at 41-33. However, having said that, the clock is down to 1 minute and 10 seconds left after this timeout by Harrison County, as I write down the score so I'll remember it for later. 41-33. You have a big group to feed. The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Also, we remind everyone that, like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. If you're looking for a new quote, give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breslin Fillies. Facing full court pressure, Ruby lobs the ball inbounds to Hall. Hall gives the ball off to Gordon. Gordon now across the timeline inside the center circle. She just barely got over the line at the 9-second mark. She'll pass it over to the left side, long range to Ruby. And now Ruby will back it back out again. Ruby to the top of the key, just dribbling the ball out, gives the ball to Gordon. They're just waiting on Harrison County to come and defend. Fillies down by 8, 40 seconds left to go. Pass to the right side to Jones, and Jones will be fouled by Custard. That'll be Custard's third. At El Paracoot, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan to visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracoot. Fillies have one more foul to give. Next foul will result in free throws. Inbounds pass comes to Jones. Jones over in the far corner is going to find Ruby. Foul called on Daly. That'll be Daly's first. And as we said, we'll take Ruby to the line for the first time tonight. She did not shoot any free throws against Bryan Station, so her first free throw attempt of the season comes with 31 seconds left to go. First one is perfect. Gives her 3 points. Makes the score 42-33. Second free throw rolls in there. Shooter's touch that time by Ruby. 10-point game once again at 43-33. In the paint, Custard forces up a shot, no good, and it's going to be Talon on the rebound. Talon Wade, I should say. 13 seconds left. And now a foul called on Custard. That'll be her fourth. They've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now, Farm Credit in America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Actually, that was Custard's fifth personal foul. Comes with 10 seconds left. Their team trailing 43-33. At the line, Gordon, her first free throw is good. She has an even 20 now. She's now 4 for 5 from the line. Second free throw is on the way and good as well. Gives her 21 on the night and makes the score 45-33. Into the front court with the basketball up top is Daly. Daly with 2 seconds left fires an NBA three. That's an air ball, and that will be the end of the ball game. Your final score. In what was a close one for 3 quarters, Harrison County falls to Woodford County by a final score of 45-33. Fillies now 0-2 on the young season, while the Lady Yellow Jackets improved to 2-0. We played well for 3, but it was mostly Haley Gordon who did the big damage. 9 of her 21 points coming in the pivotal fourth quarter, when the Woodford County was able to pull away for what would end up being a 12-point victory. I invite you to stay tuned now for our post-game show. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from this game, as well as have a chat with Coach Watson. We'll also name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. All that coming after this timeout. But once again, from on the hilltop, your final score, Woodford County 45, Harrison County 33. You've been listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.